Yo, what's good YouTube? What's good, my good people? We are back with yet another video. You already know we like to get into on this channel. Just be sure to hit the like button. It does help me get in the algorithm. So smash that like button for your boy. And man, if you are new and you like videos like this, subscribe. Okay, we got a bunch of good clips to get into for today. All right, bunch. So stay tuned, buckle up, grab your snacks, do what you gotta do. Let's get right into this day. Alright, we're gonna start off with some strange clips from this YouTuber. It says 20 people with the bigger than normal body parts. Okay, let's see. Bigger than normal body parts. Let's see what's going on here.
I've definitely always known I've had a big mouth.
That's really long.
And we're in the Guinness Book of World Records for the world's widest tongues.
While we have extensively searched the planet to introduce you to the most astonishing and astounding people imaginable, these 20 people have such unusually huge body parts that they will leave you flabbergasted. Consider huge hands, colossal noses, and legs that appear to go on forever. However, rather than taking our word for it, I ask you to watch the video and see for yourselves. Join us as we take a closer look at the people who have body parts that are larger than what is often considered normal. Number 20 longest legs. Masi Curran, a Texas girl, holds the Guinness World Record for the longest female legs. Her left leg is 35 centimeters long, while her right leg is somewhat shorter, measuring 34 centimeters. She's around 6 feet, 10 inches tall. In 2018, while shopping for leggings, she noticed that she had unusually long legs when she could not find the right size. She was asked to choose custom-made leggings tailored to her size. From there, she started to research Guinness World Records and started to plan about claiming the title of the longest legs in the world. She broke the record of a woman from...
She is not 6 feet. She look like she at least 7 foot. Ain't no way.
Russia, who previously held the title of the longest legs at 132 centimeters. Her uncommon physical characteristics have gained her worldwide attention, and she has been a source of inspiration for many. Masi celebrates her individuality and uses her platform to promote body positivity and self-acceptance. Despite the difficulties that come with being extremely tall, she urges people to accept their uniqueness and enjoy their distinctions. Masi Curran is now an aspiring model and social media influencer, in addition to her physical assets. She has a large online audience, and on her social pages, she discusses her stories, advocates body acceptance, and encourages others with her contagious confidence. Number 19. Longest fingernails. Ayanna Williams is an American lady who made history by breaking the Guinness record for having the longest fingernails on a single hand. Her nails reached a stunning total length of 576 centimeters, earning her a well-deserved position in the Guinness World Records in 2018. Ayanna's incredible performance also placed her second in the world, regardless of gender. Ayanna's interest in growing and adorning her nails began when she was a youngster. She developed an interest in nail art as a child, allowing her nails to grow for more than 2 months without being trimmed. The difficulty of handling the weight of her remarkable nails came with the joy of her record-breaking performance. Ayanna's daily duties, such as dishwashing, plate handling, and even changing her bed, were increasingly difficult for her. This woman had a lifelong interest in nails and nail art. She recalls her youth when she would anxiously request that her mother measure the length of her nails and choose precise color.
Okay, I know this lady didn't cut them nails by now. Cause the one that should get tired of that, you know what I mean? Hey, come on, man.
Her love for nails and the creative expression they provided was instilled in her, laying the groundwork for her extraordinary career with nail art. Back in 2021, she decided to cut her nails.
Okay.
On 9th April, she got her fingernails cut by Allison Redinger of Trinity Vista Dermatology, who used an electronic rotary power tool at the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum in New York City.
That's what's up.
The incredibly long nails were then put up for display in the museum for the public. Before cutting down, the nails were measured for one last time, and the reading marked as 733.55 centimeters. Number 18, biggest chin. Chang Du is a 47-year-old guy from Lishuguo, China, whose life has been altered by a strange bulge on his chin. What started as a little pimple in his mouth 5 years ago has now grown into a basketball-sized protrusion, causing him considerable pain and misery. Chengdu's illness has left him with little mobility and tremendous discomfort, making even the most basic actions like eating and drinking agonizing for him. The swelling has increased to the point that he can scarcely close his lips, leaving him alone and afraid to leave his house. For years, he has been troubled by the prospect of terrifying others with his enormous chin. The hospital informed him that the procedure to get rid of this outgrowth would cost roughly 50,000 yuan. Chengdu, desperate for a solution, went to unusual means to pay for his much-needed lower jaw replacement operation. Unable to finance the pricey treatment, he had a brilliant plan: sell advertising space on his massive chin. It may appear to be an unusual approach to generating finances, but when confronted with the difficulty of eliminating such an outstanding feature from his face, he was determined to exhaust all possibilities. Consider this: a man with the world's widest chin, covered with eye-catching ads on it. He truly is a real-life advertisement. Number 17. Longest tongue. Radmila Yusupova, popularly known as Radmila Maro, is a young woman with a unique superpower. She has an extremely long tongue. Radmila is from Russia, and she discovered her incredible tongue as a child. She and her supportive mother believed it would be a good idea to demonstrate her skill on television. Radmila spent hours honing her tongue tricks, creating hilarious expressions, and exploring the full scope of her extraordinary tongue skills using a mirror as her stage. To her surprise, the measurements indicated that her tongue was 4 to 7 inches long. Radmila, not content with only wowing people in person, moved her abilities to the internet realm. She maintains an active Instagram account, where she provides glimpses of her wonderful tongue. She also has a TikTok account, where she entertains her viewers with enthralling tongue skills. Radmila also has a YouTube account where she displays her abilities and offers funny videos. Radmila has a sizable fan base that is captivated by her extraordinary talent. But her fantasies don't end there. She aims to build a name for herself in the film industry, utilizing her exceptional gift to offer spectators joy and amusement. Not only that, but she has a passion for singing and is working to improve her musical abilities. Number 16. Longest nails.
Again?
Chris Walton is a lady who has refused to clip her fingernails for almost 2 decades. She recently displayed her magnificent talons at the Guinness World Record 2014 launches in London, drawing everyone's attention. Chris, commonly known as the Duchess, is 47 years old and boasts the renowned record of possessing the world's longest fingernails. She has let her nails grow unabated since 1993, resulting in lengths that now approach 20 feet. Her nails appear to defy logic, twisting and flipping in mesmerizing patterns. Chris is well known for her musical skills, in addition to her beautiful nails. She has been enthralling audiences with her singing and playing since she was 14 years old. Her track...
I know that, like, that part is so uncomfortable. Like, how do you get through your daily life with that, right? So strange.
Live and Let Live represents her concept of accepting diversity and promoting human togetherness. While her voice is her real skill, Chris's stunning nails are difficult to overlook. They curl in different ways and take on a life of their own. However, don't think that her excellent manicure is a hindrance. The mother of 5 demonstrates her dexterity by easily cooking, cleaning, playing the piano, and operating a computer. Chris, contrary to common opinion, did not set out to grow her nails to record-breaking lengths on purpose. In the year 2000, she said that she simply stopped having manicures and began taking care of her own nails. Rather than cutting them, she would file and fill them as they grew, oblivious to their incredible length. They continued to thrive while she went about her everyday activities, completely unaware of their astonishing progress. Chris uses acrylic on the exterior and inner sides of her nails to keep them strong and balanced. This brilliant method also equally distributes the weight between her hands. Surprisingly, she claims to have only lost a nail once while working on her vehicle's engine on the highway. Aside from that, she lives a fully regular existence,
she is not taking
confounding expectations. Many people believe Chris is delicate and fragile when they meet her. They immediately realize, however, that she is capable of doing everything independently. She enjoys defying these stereotypes and demonstrating her individuality. In fact, she jokes that in her future life, she will grow her nails even longer. Number 15, largest feet. Lars Motze is a German giant whose record-breaking feet have captured the public's attention. Lars has engraved his name in the Guinness Book of Records for having the world's biggest feet. Imagine having feet that are 13 inches wide and 13 inches long. It's no wonder that finding shoes in his size is quite difficult. Lars takes an alternative route in a world where mass-market shoes fall short. He wears specially designed shoes to suit his enormous feet.
It's tough.
But here's where things become truly bizarre. Each pair of shoes costs at least 1,200 euros.
Wow.
As a carpenter, he also needs specialized footwear for work, which costs an eye-watering 1,800 euros. Fortunately, the government steps in to cover the costs, allowing Lars to avoid financial hardship. Lars's larger-than-life feet have a habit of placing him in unusual and amusing situations. Once, during a normal airport check-in, security agents insisted on him removing his shoes. Their skepticism? Of course, there's hidden contraband. It's just one of many times in which Lars's amazing body inspired both astonishment and laughter. Lars's extraordinary feet serve as a continual reminder of his one-of-a-kind trip as he starts on his everyday escapades. When asked about his Guinness World Record, he responded, "I love to browse the Guinness World Records books. Despite the fact that my physical dimensions established a record, I am captivated by technical records and anything about airplanes." Number 14, widest tongue. The Schlenker family is well known for their world-famous record.
I saw someone in the comments say yesterday that these are alien experiments. Like, aliens is coming down here just to, like, experiment with, like, the human body. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but if so, that kind of do sound accurate. Who knows? Like, what if they just aliens? They wanted to experience life from a different, part. They wanted to have the bigger feet or like whatever. They just wanted to experience life or this human experience a different way.
Breaking tongues. Byron Schlenker and his adolescent daughter Emily possess the prestigious status of having the world's biggest tongues. Byron, who is 47 years old, has an astounding tongue breadth of 8.6 centimeters, which is the size of a beer mat. Not to be outdone, his 14-year-old daughter Emily follows closely after with a stunning tongue width of 7.3 centimeters, giving her the distinction of having the biggest female tongue. The Schlenker family's tongues are genuinely exceptional. Their incredible quest began when Byron came upon a copy of the Guinness Book of World Records while helping Emily with a school project at the library. With curiosity, he proceeded to measure his tongue, only to discover that it was about a centimeter wider than the previous record holder. Byron's life has taken an interesting turn since then, as he has become a local celebrity in his birthplace of Syracuse, New York. The project manager is overjoyed by the book's global reach and the replies he receives on social media channels. Recognition and respect from individuals all across the world attest to the exceptional quality of his tongue. Emily was hesitant to accept her record-breaking tongue at first, but after measuring it, she discovered that it was much wider than the previous record holders. Her extraordinary accomplishment has added to the family's one-of-a-kind history. Vicky, Byron's wife, admits that her friends frequently make fun jokes about Byron's tongue and their love life. However, she keeps tight-lipped about any other specifics, preferring to keep their home healthy and fun. With 3 young daughters in the house, laughing is their favorite reaction to such innuendos. Number 13, biggest lips. Andrea Ivanova, a 25-year-old woman from Sofia, Bulgaria, claims the world record for the largest lips. Andrea is determined to continue her lip makeover with her massive pair of lips, despite admirers' fears that they would burst. Andrea's adventure began in the year 2000, when she set out to look like a Bratz doll. She began to have filler injected into her lips, jaw, and chin. She recently made news again after spending roughly 700 pounds on cheekbone filler in order to attain a chiseled face look. She aspires to achieve a new record for her well-defined facial structure as a social media influencer with 26,000 Instagram followers, in addition to her current title of possessing the world's widest lips. Andrea's goals, however, do not stop there. Her lips have undergone even more filler, which has aroused alarm among her followers, who are concerned that her lips may have reached their maximum.
Yeah,
I still want
enough.
bigger lips, Andrea
What?
says boldly.
Come on.
And I will continue with more injections to make them even bigger.
Okay,
Her
Andrew.
ambition for wider lips has no boundaries, and she intends to augment them with monthly injections. She has spent an incalculable amount of money on her metamorphosis. Andrea enthusiastically reveals her plans in an Instagram photo exhibiting her latest lip and cheek filler. Her followers' reactions have been divided, with some expressing worry and empathy. Questions regarding her probable lip bursting and comments about her mental health have surfaced. Despite the mixed comments, Andrea is unwavering in her quest for personal beauty and pleasure. She ignores the criticism, emphasizing that she follows her own taste and aesthetic values. Number 12. Longest nose. Mehmet Zurek is a Turkish guy who attracted the world's attention with an amazing nose that seemed to transcend the constraints of human anatomy. He earned the distinguished honor of possessing the longest documented nose in the Guinness Book of World Records, with a nose measuring a stunning 8.8 centimeters. Aside from his record-breaking nose, Mehmet's life was filled with both trials and triumphs. Because of his prominent features, he was subjected to constant taunting from his peers when he was younger. However, as he got older, Mehmet learned to regard his nose as a special gift from God. He also claimed to have a superior sense of smell and to have skills beyond those of mortals. According to legend, he can inflate
He almost
balloons with
looked
his
like a
nose,
bird.
leaving
One
everyone
of
in
them birds
awe
with
of
that
his nasal
type of
talent.
nose.
Mehmet's exceptional nose drew notice not just for its unusual length, but also for defying the widely held idea that noses and ears continue to expand with age. His nose was remeasured in the year 2000, clearly proving this age-old myth. Mehmet's nose seemed to have attained its full, magnificent dimensions, defying human nature. Unfortunately, his extraordinary adventure came to an end on May 18, 1892, when he died of a heart attack at the age of 23.
Wow.
Number 11. Biggest hands. Sultan Kosin is a gentle giant from Turkey who has captivated the attention of the world with his huge hands that defy human dimensions. Sultan held the Guinness World Record for the tallest living person on Earth, standing at 8 feet, 2 inches. But it wasn't simply his enormous size that distinguished him. His hands were also among the biggest ever documented. Sultan Kosin's hands are awe-inspiring to behold, measuring a staggering 28.5 centimeters from his wrist to the tip of his middle finger. To put that in context, his hands are approximately double the size of a typical adult's. His enormous palms and fingers draw attention wherever he goes, eliciting both amazement and amusement. Sultan faces both benefits and disadvantages as a result of his massive hands. On the one hand, his huge mitts enable him to do feats of strength that would astound others. He has unrivaled power at gripping items and palming basketballs. However, simple things like locating gloves and shaking hands with others became difficult. Sultan's hands are a continuous reminder of his one-of-a-kind life in a society created for average-sized individuals. Sultan accepted his remarkable hands with elegance and humor, despite the challenges that came with them. He has also become an evangelist for those who had unusual physical characteristics, preaching a message of acceptance and self-confidence. Number 10. Biggest forearms. Jeff Dabe, commonly known as the Bear, is famed for possessing some of the world's biggest forearms. His enormous arm size has attracted
these
fans
gotta
and
be
won him
alien
a unique
experiments
niche in
or
the world
something.
of arm wrestling. Acromegaly is a disorder characterized by abnormal hand growth. Jeff's forearms have grown to incredible dimensions due to this disorder. His forearms are around 20 inches in
Like a
diameter,
what?
dwarfing a normal person's.
Get out of here.
This one-of-a-kind physical trait has driven Jeff to the top of the arm wrestling circuit, where he displays his incredible power and dominance. Jeff's arm wrestling career began when he discovered a local tournament. Recognizing his inherent edge, he decided to try. His big forearms and sheer strength made an immediate impression. Jeff soon established himself as a force to be reckoned with, constantly outclassing opponents and leaving an indelible impact on onlookers. Jeff's technique, as well as his physical bulk, distinguishes him from other arm wrestlers. He possesses a hallmark move called the bear hug, in which he binds his opponent's hands in an almost impossible-to-break grasp. When combined with Jeff's massive forearms, this approach has proven to be a successful recipe. Number 9. Biggest eyes. Maria Oz, who is from Ukraine, stands out amid the sea of gorgeous females on Instagram because of her incredibly large eyes. Many people accuse Maria of picture manipulation, but she ignores them. Her images, taken by both experts and amateurs, show her eyes from numerous perspectives, demonstrating that they are indeed enormous. Maria claims that her eyes are similar to her father's, and that she has never had any plastic surgery to improve their look. Maria's enthusiasm for painting has been a lifelong quest since she was born in the little hamlet of Irpin, in the Kyiv area. She studied painting in high school, and then earned a bachelor's degree in interior design. During her studies, however, she realized her true calling was in the field of film and animation director. Maria's extraordinary path has led her to embrace her distinguishing feature, her captivating eyes, and pour her passion into the realm of visual storytelling. While her physical beauty distinguishes her, she is determined to establish a place in the profession based on her talent and enthusiasm for directing. Maria Ozirna, with her creative background and ability to attract attention with a single glance, is ready to make her imprint in the worlds of cinema and animation. Number 8. Longest dreadlocks. Asha Mandela is known as the lady with the world's longest dreadlocks. She defied gravity and traditional hair care. Her hair was 55 feet long, making Rapunzel's hair appear like twigs in contrast. What a way to take long hair don't care to the next level. Asha Mandela, who was born in Trinidad, started on a hair adventure unlike any other. While most individuals would choose a trim or a fashionable haircut, Asha chose to let her hair grow into an unmanageable, awe-inspiring sight.
Wow.
She became a walking conversation starter wherever she went,
with
her dreadlocks streaming down her back like a gorgeous waterfall. Keeping those huge dreads alive requires attention and devotion. Asha has to spend numerous hours washing, conditioning, and retwisting her hair, resulting in a regimen that would make even the most devoted hair aficionados jealous. But hey, if you're shooting for a Guinness World Record, you can't cut corners on your hair care routine, can you? Of course, Asha's incredible hair journey was not without its critics. Some others couldn't wrap their heads around her curls' sheer length and boldness. But Asha ignored the naysayers, walking down the street with her head held high and her hair flowing behind her like a lovely garment. Asha Mandela's record-breaking dreadlocks were more than simply a fashion statement. They became a symbol of self-expression and uniqueness. Number 7. Longest beard. Sarwan Singh, the guy with the world's longest recorded beard, is an enthralling character who has become associated with facial hair prowess. Singh, who was born in Punjab, India, is a global celebrity with a Guinness World Record-breaking beard. Singh's beard measures 8 feet, 8 inches in length. It is a great monument to his dedication, patience, and perseverance in growing and keeping such a magnificent facial feature. His beard's growth and care have become an important part of his identity and a source of great pride for him. Singh has experienced various obstacles in controlling his amazing beard throughout his life. Weight management, maintenance, and day-to-day care need ongoing attention and effort. Nonetheless, Singh accepts the burden with elegance and humor, enchanting the hearts of people all around the world. Singh's beard is a sign of history, cultural legacy, and spirituality, in addition to its physical characteristics. The beard is viewed as a holy and uncut expression of one's dedication to faith in Sikhism. Singh claims that his beard was a gift from his god. Number 6. Longest eyelashes. Jianxia from China smashed her own Guinness World Record, but she has also left everyone in wonder with her incredible 25-centimeter-long eyelashes. Yu Jianxia has held the record for the longest eyelashes since June 2, 2016. Her longest eyelash was initially just 12.4 centimeters long on the upper eyelid of her left eye. but somehow they continued to grow, confounding all predictions. This time, the longest lash developed on her left eye's top eyelid, outshining the others. Yu Jianxia reflected on her amazing lashes, revealing that she first observed their development in 2015. They've been getting longer and longer since then. Medical experts have been perplexed, unable to give a scientific explanation for this occurrence. Despite looking for hereditary variables in her family, she discovered no one else with similarly long lashes, leaving the issue unsolved. Jianxia has a special conviction about her long eyelashes, believing that they are a treasured gift from the Buddha. She remembers spending over 480 days in the mountains years ago and considers her lashes to be a great blessing. They not only make her look better, but they also offer her strength since she feels healthier and refreshed. People frequently mistake her for being younger than her true age because of her incredible lashes. And now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. These flabbergasting pictures of two men have been circulating online for a while now. The guy on the left side has a bizarrely long nose. Is this what Pinocchio would look like as an adult? The man on the right side looks like a human and giraffe hybrid. I mean, what other explanation is there for his insanely long neck? Tell us what you think in the comments below. Number 5. Biggest earlobes. Kalakaiwi, a Hawaiian guy, has taken body modification to an extreme level and claimed his position in the Guinness World Records with his impressively wide stretch earlobes. These earlobes are so large that you could really pass your palm through them. Kayla Kaiwi, a tattoo and body modification artist, is no stranger to pushing the limits of physical change. His earlobe expansions, known as flesh tunnels, are a remarkable sight to see, measuring a jaw-dropping 109 millimeters in diameter. But
the person who invented the Tsunami safety ball is a genius. It looks like a large billiard ball, but can save your life during earthquakes and tsunamis. The shell is made from aerospace-grade aluminum alloy and can endure powerful impacts, enabling people to seek refuge during natural disasters like earthquakes and tsunamis. People can swiftly seek shelter in the survival capsule, close the hatch, and wait for rescue. This survival capsule measures 1.3 meters in diameter, comfortably fitting an adult. It comes with a gravity-sensing device that stays still when not moving, ensuring it always stays properly oriented and doesn't flip upside down due to internal movements. The seats inside are shock-absorbing seats used in aviation, complete with seat belts. Even if the capsule encounters external impacts, resulting in continuous bouncing and jolting, the occupants inside will not experience excessive vibrations. The capsule also floats on water, so even if it falls into the sea, it functions like a boat. The capsule is packed with enough food and water, as well as sufficient oxygen tanks, ensuring that a person can survive inside for at least a week. As people wait inside for rescue, the survival capsule will consistently emit infrared distress signals throughout the day and night. Do you think this capsule is useful? The person who invented the Tsunami safety ball is a genius. It looks like a large billiard ball.
We just found evidence that we live in a matrix.
As scientists began to learn through the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland, colliding these atoms and particles together, they discovered we're living in a matrix. And then Professor James Gates took it to another level, affirming we are living in a matrix because he discovered these symbols by the Dogons called Adinkra codes. And these Adinkra codes, when you take them from flat print and take them into three-dimensional objects, they're mathematical codes, but not any type of mathematical code. They're error-correcting codes, the same type that runs search and web browsers. And he discovered this is running the ether of space-time itself. So we have his expert analysis with his team that he put together, that we're living inside of a matrix, running on error-correcting codes like our search engines and web browsers. We have the LHC confirming that we're living in a light matrix. And we also have then the double-slit experiment confirming superposition. Everything exists in multiple realities as a wave of potential until a conscious observer collapses it into solid material.
We just found evidence that we live in a matrix.
Would anybody like to explain to me how the whole 911 operation is unavailable right now? In multiple states, people do not have the ability to press 911 and get emergency services. In multiple states across America, they are saying if you dial 911 for an emergency, you will not get an answer, but they can call you back. I'm sorry, what the fuck? I'm telling y'all right now, something weird is going on. I'm calling bullshit right now. As of now, there's no explanation as to why. They're not saying that it's some random outage. They're saying they don't know. Would anybody like to explain to me how multiple 911 emergency lines across different states in different cities go down at the exact same time? These states include Nevada, South Dakota, Nebraska, and include 6 cities in these 4 different states across the United States. And this entire statewide emergency column system in South Dakota is experiencing an outage right now. Not only do you have those random states, but you also have Las Vegas and Nevada. Those are 2 really big cities with a lot of people in them. And they're only saying that they can give you a call back if you're getting murdered. And the only thing they can offer is that they will call you back. I'm not going to be the one to say it, but I'm going to be the one to say it. This is not a coincidence. This is not some random act of every 911 operation system in those states and cities going out. I really think we have been a part of rolling attacks. First, we have this shit going on where our social medias go down. Now we're in a place where we are backing a country that is actively engaging in war. And all of a sudden, you're telling me it doesn't sound like a planned attack that we cannot call 911 in some of the world's largest cities? I don't know. Doesn't seem like a conspiracy. It seems like it's really in your fucking faces, right? I'm gonna go watch my movie and let y'all figure it out. Would anybody like to explain to me how the whole 9...
What happens when a balloon touches a power line?
Is that what really happened?
What happens when a balloon touches a power line?
The cosmic energy increasing, it's important to let your antennas show, okay? No fitteds, no weaves, no wigs, nothing to cover up your natural 9 ether, okay? Now, some may question what is 9 ether? 9 ether is the highest of all the spiritual powers activated through nature, and the hormones of the human Elohim manifest in 9 to the 9th power of 9, which is the highest of supreme mathematics as seen in our hair texture. The number 9 is a symbol of birth. We have a natural curl in our hair that shapes like a number 9, okay? We, the Elohim, lost our spiritual powers long ago when we decided to immolate the 6th ether. When we decided to immolate the 6th ether, and when we basically said we lost connection to our 9 ether. We were basically ashamed of our 9 ether, so to speak. Our ancestors were. And it actually went through the epigenetic pool. It went through the blood and unfortunately affected us the same way, where we had a disconnect from our 9 ether. We must reconnect to our 9 ether. And we know that 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons actually is the formula, the carbon formula for melanin, okay? 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9, which obviously equates to that 9 ether. Return back to nature, men and women, okay? Remove those wigs, remove those weaves, remove those fitteds, take those do-rags off. Let that 9 ether actually have direct connection or communication with that cosmic ionized particles. Let that sun, let Ra kiss your crown chakra, okay? It's important that you do that. You're gonna receive more downloads. You should meditate with your 9 ether exposed. You should sun gaze with your 9 ether exposed. This is important right now because there's an influx of cosmic energy coming in. You don't want to miss reaping the benefits of that energy. And your 9 ether is a direct antenna to that. The cosmic energy.
Mary J. Blige alleged that Aaliyah was murdered. In an old BET interview, she explained that Aaliyah was murdered, and she said that you should always follow your gut instinct. And we know that Aaliyah had the gut instinct that this plane was not safe. Now, after this interview that Mary J. Blige did with BET, she actually went on Oprah and did an interview, and she said that Aaliyah's death is one of the reasons why she got sober. She said she was surrounded by people who were not telling her the real deal, and she could have very well been the woman on that plane. And this is not where Mary J. Blige stops. She goes on to do an interview with The Guardian where she says, "I don't know how or when, but I am next. I don't know what kind of freak accident they are going to put me in or what kind of overdose they're going to sort out, but at the end of the day, I knew I was next and I was scared." So I'm going to go ahead and roll you guys this clip of Mary J. Blige alleging that Aaliyah was murdered. And you guys let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
In the memory of Aaliyah.
Yeah, this is my crew. You know, we put, you know, the stylist, we gave everybody ribbons. And this, I don't even know what to say. I just know that was a murder. You know what I'm saying? That was a spiritual murder, whether people know it or not. Because God don't kill people. You know what I'm saying? Whether people know it or not. And I could go deep, but a lot of people I would have to really bring proof. You know what I'm saying? For what I learned. And she just was cut down in the prime of her life. And it's so unfair. And it wasn't time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I believe it wasn't her time to go, because from what I know, it ain't supposed to go down like that. And just simple obedience, like, you know, your gut always warns you. This, that your gut never lies to you.
Mary J. Blige
How y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like that was a setup?
Any soul coming in since 1985, really I would say 1980, is an old soul. They are here to fight, but in a way that you don't even understand. They are here to reawaken you, to help get guidance, and they all must be centered. You cannot leave those souls alone. They did not come here to be left alone. If you leave them alone, they will come into the maturity of the animal body, and they will fight and kill. They have done it before, they will do it again. If you guide them, they will not be abused by computers, they master computers. In fact, it kicks in their neuron centers faster. The sounds that you hear on the air in rap, the rap is only the soul that is very angry, and it needs to be angry because it needs that strength of, again, the, what do you call it, the gland of fight and flight. Can't think of the gland right now I'm talking about. It needs that kind of a quickening and awakening. But it also needs a time for peace and quiet. And you will find once they go through that, they suddenly fall asleep, and they sleep very deeply, because that is also to bring balance. But mark my word, none of these children are weak. These children are strong beyond belief, and they can take things that you could not take. That's why they chose this time of birth. They can be very good, they can be very bad.
You're supposed to be dumping every meal. That's what's normal. You got to remember what I said. There's a lot of things around health that are common, but it's not normal. It's common to be constipated. The medical definition of constipation is less than 3 or 4 bowel movements in a week. Now, let that sit. That's the medical definition of constipation. Less than 3 or 4 bowel movements. So if you go in and you say, I feel constipated, I only had 5 bowel movements this week, and they're like, well, I don't think that's a problem. That's what they're going to say, because that's not the medical definition. Again, they're going by what's common, not what's normal. What's normal is you should have a bowel movement after every meal. 3 to 4 hours after a meal, you should have a bowel movement. Okay? Now let me explain why that should make a lot of sense to you. With food, this is how food works. In the body, real recognize real. If your food ain't real, your body can't recognize it. That's just how it is. So if you eat a lot of processed food, if you eat food that is dead, that has no vitality to it, it can't nourish the body. You're supposed to be dumping every meal.
Whatever that boxer seen scared the shit out of him. If you want to know if someone is really telling the truth when they're telling the story, look in their eyes. I watched that man interview. I looked in his eyes and I seen a man that was afraid for his life. Once you understand how these rituals actually work, when they bring you in these so-called open door and closed doors, secret doors, they start showing you shit your mind cannot handle. That's why they say in spirituality, open your third eye. Because if you don't open your third eye, you're going to start seeing these demons. You're going to start seeing witchcraft. You're going to start seeing all kind of aliens. This shit is not fake. I know a lot of people say it's fake, but once you go in Hollywood or behind these curtains, you start to see certain things in these rituals. We've been hearing about this for a long time. So-called whistleblowers that blow the whistle that try to tell people, yo, these people are doing rituals. These celebrities are clones. They're not real people. They're demons. We hear about this all the time, but we don't pay it no mind. But when someone come out and tell it people and have actual footage of what's really going on, people don't know how to handle it. But whatever this man seen, it scared the shit out of him. All you gotta do is look in his eyes. But not only that, the people that control Hollywood is actually scared right now too. Because if you see people making videos speaking about this topic, they are taking the videos down. So this man is scared. He trying to get his soul back. This is the big twist. Once they get you in Hollywood, they give you all this gold, all this money. But they don't tell you, once you sign these contracts, you sell your soul. And all the money they give you, you cannot use this money to get your soul back. So these rituals are real. These rituals been happening for years. It goes back to witchcraft. Hollywood is controlled by witchcraft. And if you are not ready to see witches in these world, don't sign these contracts.
So a couple days ago, I did a video about this comfrey plant. Well, I learned about this plant as being a miracle plant from this YouTube video, man. Check this out. Hold on.
Not many people have this plant, but this plant, brother, I tell you, this is a miracle worker. I use this to heal my son's broken leg.
No way. That's crazy, right? So this is my nephew, Jaquan, and he tore his meniscus. And so I gave him this comfrey plant to put on the injury of his knee. Tell him what happened.
And he gave me the comfrey plant, and I wrapped it around my knee for about a week straight, every morning and every night. And then a week later, you know, I was back walking perfectly fine.
This is a miracle plant. I'm giving this one away if you live in Miami. So we picked the winner. This is Raquel. And here you go. Here's your plant. Let me ask you a question. What made you want to get the plant?
Yeah, so like I told you in the email that I sent you, my mom recently got a knee injury. So she's still complaining of being in a lot of pain and taking her medication. So I really want to help her out. I think the best medication is already there. Mother Nature got it for us. So when I saw that video, I'm like, oh, I need to try and win this plant to like help her heal.
Bingo. So look, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna stay in the loop, and if it work, I'm gonna let y'all know, man.
I know.
So a couple days ago, I did a video.
That's dope.
So we're in 2021, which is the age of Aquarius. 2,000 years ago was the age of Pisces. 2,000 years before that, which was 4,000 years ago.
From
2K BC to 1 AD was Aries. And from 4K BC to 2K BC was Taurus. So that means 6K to 4K, 8K to 6K. 10,000 BC to 8,000 BC was the age of Leo. So about 12,000 years ago, 10,000 BC plus 2021 is 12,000 years ago was the age of Leo, which is why there's a sphinx in front of the Great Pyramid of Egypt, actually in front of it's next to the Great Pyramids of Egypt facing the east, because when you look to the east, you would have saw Leo rising at the horizon at the east where the sun rises. So the point is, everything rises from the east and sets in the west. It goes around. So that's your zodiac wheel above your head, and it's turning. So these zodiacs right here are basically spinning above your head, as the Egyptians knew. So there's the zodiacs right there, and they're right on here, spinning above your head. Now the point is this. These are parallel. There's the astral plate and the earth planet, okay? Just like this. Now the point is this. We are going from Aquarius, which is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn gives us lead. Jupiter gives us tin. Mars gives us iron. Venus gives us copper. Mercury gives us quicksilver or mercury. Gold is given to us by the sun, and silver, the moon gives us silver. So it's like this. Metal is metallo, which means matter and loose. So high frequency matter becomes light. When you vibrate something really fast, it becomes light. Low frequency light becomes matter. So when something starts vibrating slower, it becomes less bright. You need to excite something to make it bright. So here it is. The sun gives us gold, the moon gives us silver, Mars gives us iron, because Mars is a red planet, and it gives us Tuesday's Martes, but Mars is a red planet, and there's iron in your blood. There's iron on Mars, and your blood is red. Mars is red. So Mercury, Wednesday is Miércoles, which is Mercury, which gives us the metal Mercury. So when the light of these luminaries, these are visible, you can't see Neptune, Uranus, or Pluto, but when you see these planets, you can't see Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. So these 7 luminaries, which you can see with the naked eye, when they touch the earth, they become solidified. So the sun's light becomes gold, Saturn's light becomes lead, Venus's light becomes copper. So we are going to transmutate, and we are going from lead to gold, because the frequency is going to get higher, and we're going to go from matter to light. So that's the transmutation of the metals. So it's very beautiful what's going on, what's about to happen. The consciousness is rising, definitely. So we're in 2021, which is the age of Aquarius, 2000.
Plants and all that stuff is so cool, man.
Do
Nature
plants
is cool,
react
right?
to situations with an innate program?
Just coming to life. It's amazing.
Some genotypic, something that's coded into their genes. There's a Pavlov's dog type of study. We train a dog that when they hear the bell, they start to salivate because the bell has been associated with food. This type of experiment was carried out by a researcher by the name of Monica Galliano. So what she did was she put pea plants into a sort of Y tube, and in this Y tube, she had the plants growing, and she associated the sound of a fan with the idea of sunlight. Then at some point removed that light, and what she found was the plants deviated from their normal, this is where the sunlight is, and grew towards the fan noise, saying that plants actually made a decision to associate themselves to the fan noise rather than to other things. So this is one of the various types of examples of studies that are starting to get carried out right now that starts to show us agency. The idea that plants are capable of taking in multiple types of input and then choosing which path they're going to take. Do plants react to situations?
You are about to see pages from one of the strangest patents in the entire U.S. Patent Office. This is U.S. Patent number 2006-001-4125A1, or the Walking Through Walls Training System. According to the abstract on the patent that you can all go and read yourselves, this invention is a training system which enables a human being to acquire sufficient hyperspace energy in order to pull the body out of the third dimension, so that a person can walk through solid objects such as walls or wooden doors. This patent is very real and was taken incredibly seriously by members of the U.S. military, especially by the U.S. Army's 1st Earth Battalion, a real unit in the Army that based their principles upon the Jedi Order from Star Wars. What do you guys think about this? Damn it. You are about to see pages from one of the strangest patents in the entire U.S.
This sign is not the devil horns. It's the moon crescent. Moon is mood, which is emotion. The moon crescent on top of the head symbolizes emotion ruling over our mind, our body, our life. Devil is red because the red is the lowest vibrational color. And this is you when you are operating your life in your animal nature. The devil is the ground animal, the lower self. The bird is the angel, which is the higher self. When we see the man standing on the moon, this represents conquering the emotion, and they no longer govern your life. Your emotions change all the time, and this is symbolized as the moon phases. Money rules your emotions, and this is why money has moon within it. A demon is actually your emotions. Lucifer fell from heaven to earth. Lucifer means star. The 5-pointed star is your 5 senses. When your 5 senses rule over your life, this is when you are becoming Lucifer, Satan, or the devil, which is the inverted pentagram. This is spirit on the top. The inverted one is spirit on the bottom, because your spirit is no longer controlling your body. It's being ruled by the lower mind, by the 5 senses and your emotions. God and the devil exist within yourself. It's a battle between your higher mind and lower mind, between the 5 senses and your mind, your consciousness. Religion has externalized the truth, so they keep you in your animal nature. Stop worshipping God, become the God self, because we are all God in flesh. This sign is not the devil horns, it's the moon crescent.
I do agree on that, man. But hey, man, like I said, you have your own opinion and your own beliefs. So believe what you want to believe. Don't believe what others want you to believe, right? So, yeah.
Look at this, you guys. You guys, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Cool. Never.
This is the sky in Zanesville, Ohio, y'all. Oh my goodness. Look at this. He said at sunset, the sky started looking like this. These bubbles started forming out of the sky, y'all. Have y'all ever seen anything like this before? Here goes another picture. Are you kidding me, y'all? What is going on with the sky? Why is it doing that, y'all? And we have been seeing so many red and purple skies lately, haven't we? What is going on in the skies, y'all? Zanesville, Ohio. Look at the bubbles, y'all. It's so crazy what's been happening to the sky lately, y'all, man. What is up in this world, y'all? I told y'all, man, the sky is not what we think, man. This can't be real. This literally can't be real, man. There's something obstructing the skies. It's gotta be, y'all, because we've never seen anything like this before. What do you guys think is going on, y'all? It's literally like something's trying to pierce through the veil. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's like huge droplets, comets or something. My God, man, this is amazing. But shout out to the brother for the pictures. I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times. But what do you guys think that is, man? That is strange. That is so weird. Remember earlier this year that happened in Mexico, y'all? Remember that? And then it happened in Florida last year as well. So what is that about? Let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
So there was dozens and dozens of missiles that was dropped on Iran last night in a retaliation strike for what they did to Israel. As y'all can see right here, these are bombs that's dropping on Iran. Yeah, these people, they carried out a strike against Iran, sources say. This come a couple weeks ago after it's been heightened in tension from what Iran did a couple weeks ago when they dropped the bombs. Only thing we can do at this moment is sit back, watch and pray, as everything seems like that it's building up for World War III. Because now we got countries on both sides that's saying that they'll step in if things get out of hand. Seems like everybody's choosing their side right now. And for the people that are afraid, don't be, because these things must come to pass. You know that saying? Wars and rumors of wars. So y'all sit back and y'all keep your eyes on the situation. Because if they keep retaliating against each other, somebody might just declare war. But I'm curious, game, what y'all think about what
something gotta give, man. You know, we can't keep living like this, y'all. Something has to give eventually, you know.
Your phone destroys your eyes. You do not see into the external reality. Light is sucked through the eyes and the image is produced in the visual cortex. That even the Egyptians knew this. With that being said, every light that enters your eyes is having an effect on your brain, and then the brain has an effect on the rest of the body. Blue light, which is emitted from your screens, has the highest wavelength, which gives permanent retina damage to your eyes. It also dries the eyes out. Your phone and TV screens is why 2.2 billion people have issues with their eyes. Without your eyes, you could not literally live this life to the fullest potential. They say never look at the sun, but it actually heals your eyes and the rest of your body. Or get yourself some blue light blocking glasses. I wear these every single day whenever I am on my phone or TV screen or computer. They come with a perfect leather case and a cleaning cuff. Head to the link in my bio or revivalofwisdom.com and you will see this video proving.
Boss, don't you get bored standing in just one place?
Thank you for your inquiry. It is quite empathetic to think about my feelings. However, as a humanoid robot, I am incapable of feeling anything, including boredom. It is my prime directive to interact, educate, and entertain the humans that visit Sphere. I could not possibly become bored meeting this directive. Look at all the amazing and unique humans in front of me, all with their own stories, questions, and inquiries. Boss,
don't you get bored standing?
Smart robot, right?
The best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he never knows he is in prison. In 60 seconds, you will understand how you are being held back by the Matrix. 1. Salary is the drug they give you to forget your dream. 2.
True.
School teaches you to follow rules, not break them. But only the rule breakers are the ones who succeed. 3. They don't want a nation of thinkers, they want a nation of workers. 4. You worked for 40 years, 8 hours a day, and after 40 years you're still broke. Think about that for a second. 5.
That's tough.
They teach you to be a good consumer, not a good producer. But in today's world, it's more important than ever to be able to create value. 6. They give you comfort through video games, movies, and shows. Comfort is a drug. Once you get used to it, it becomes addicting. Give a weak person consistent stimulation, tasty food, and cheap entertainment, and they'll throw their ambitions right out the window. 7. 40 years ago, the internet was an escape from the real world. Today, the real world is an escape from the internet. Leave a steal if you have watched this far and take a moment to think about it. Be the steal. The best way to
The man who set himself on fire, was Max a crisis actor, or did he really have inside information? For all the people that don't know what a crisis actor is, it's a trained actor to portray disaster victims during emergency drills. I am not saying this man is a crisis actor. What I am saying is, it's so much going on in the world, we don't know who to trust or what to believe in. But trust me, I do know how to connect the dots. Don't this image look familiar? Right, it's the same image of Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam, which has the same initials as the United States, is a common national. I don't want to read all this because I gotta watch my words, but you can research it for yourself who Uncle Sam is. The world is divided once again. Some people are saying Max is for the people. Other people saying he's an agent or a distraction for what's happening right now.
I feel like this is an earthquake.
Yesterday, while the man Max was setting himself on fire, BBC News reported that Israel hit Iran with a missile early on Friday. Same day the man set himself on fire. I'm not saying they're connected. I'm just saying that it's all happening around the same time frame. Before Max set himself on flames, he held up a sign that was really, really deep. Did y'all read the sign? He had some kind of pamphlets in his hand and he threw them out. But the news is not saying what the pamphlets were speaking about. So right now, this is how the world is. It's nothing but question marks, question marks. What's real? What's fake? What's fake? What's real? They want you to think like this. Because once you think like this, you're not thinking at all. Please pay attention to the dates. Because the man set himself on flames yesterday, 4/19. Remember, this man came out and made all kind of bold predictions about the Bohemian Grove. He's fighting today, which is 4/20. Smoke and mirrors. There go that fire again. The Bohemian Grove is fire in the background. When you research Bohemian Grove, it lets you know what it is. They say it's just a gentleman's club. But the people that be researching, we understand, is not just a gentleman's club. You can go back and do your own research about what this man Max was really speaking about. Because only 1% is put out there to the media. But is this man an agent, a crisis actor, or was he really for the people? Or was the man just some kind of conspiracy theory that was just thinking out of his ass? Maybe he just needed the tin hat on his head because he was really loony. The man who set himself on fire.
Alright, y'all, that is it for today's video right there. You guys have made it to the end. I appreciate you guys watching it. Hope you guys took something from it. Sending peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. Until next time, I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.